What is up everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we are back talking about Bitcoin, and Bitcoin has been rallying today after yesterday's rate cuts. It's up over 2.5% today. The entire market is looking very bullish and very green. Every single stock, every single crypto in every sector is practically up today. If you take a look on the right, you can see altcoins are up nearly 10% today, and Bitcoin is rallying. It's now at over $63,000. Yesterday we had two key catalysts. The first one obviously being the rate cuts. In the long term, they are quite bullish, and we also had Trump using Bitcoin for a transaction. So both catalysts quite bullish. Obviously, if Trump wins the election, that will be even more bullish in November. However, let's take a look at the chart and see what's going on. So Bitcoin broke through and created a higher high yesterday from this high, and right now it's looking to head to 64,000, roughly $500 right here at the 0.618 level on the Fibonacci. Fibonacci is drawn from the high here to the low here, and it also lines up perfectly with this high right here. So again, this is our main resistance area right here. This was a high that we saw a huge downward move from, and that's where we're going to look to head now. We've slightly wicked close to it, seeing a slight drop right now, but nevertheless it is still rallying and creating a huge move up. If we take a look at the heat maps, we have something very interesting to look at. So whilst it is slightly invisilated because I hovered over the key liquidation level here, we can see we have a few liquidations building up below, minor liquidations really at around below 35 million, but we have 30 million and above liquidations piling up at around $64,292. Now this is going to be a key area as it's very close to that resistance level that we talked about previously. So that's where we're going to look to head to in the coming 24 hours. The higher time frame heat maps don't really show a lot. There's not many liquidations. I think yesterday, because there was so much volatility in the market, that the majority of the positions got liquidated or stop lossed out, and people are quite hesitant to enter obviously only 24 hours after their positions got liquidated or stop lossed out or they took profits, and that is why there is not so many liquidations. But nevertheless, we are seeing a relatively good rally. The next thing to look at is Bitcoin dominance. So here we have the Bitcoin chart in slightly different colors, and we have the Bitcoin dominance in white. Now for alt season to really start happening, we need Bitcoin dominance to see a massive downward move whilst Bitcoin is trending up. So now Bitcoin is starting to trend up. Bitcoin dominance is still following along. Like you can see, this entire move up, Bitcoin dominance has had a huge move up, and it's been trending up really since the all-time high, and it's not really stopped. So until we see a downward move and really a break of these lows on Bitcoin dominance, I don't think we'll see major moves on altcoins, at least to their new highs or all-time highs. And until that happens, we're gonna have to sit on our hands and accumulate. Another key thing to look at as well on Bitcoin is the weekly chart. So this, if you use any sort of retail trading patterns, then you will see this is starting to become a bit of a bull flag. Nevertheless, it is a consolidation phase, which is looking quite bullish. We had a huge move up and have created this little flag. I'm not really a big fan of using retail trading patterns anymore. However, we still can see that there is some sort of consolidation and accumulation, because previously on Bitcoin, when we hit a new all-time high, we just saw a minor consolidation up above and then a huge drop. Now Bitcoin is looking a lot more tame, the price is a lot more predictable, and we actually have a consolidation before we're going to have another move up, which looks like it's going to be pretty soon. Now if we take another look at ETH, we are talking about accumulations at around the bottom half of this rectangle up to 50%. It's still currently in that rectangle, still currently a good buying position, and it's lacking behind Bitcoin a bit. Although it's up 3.7%, nearly 1% more than Bitcoin today, it has been lacking quite a bit. If we compare the charts, you can see Bitcoin moved from 53,000 to 63,000, which was a 20% move nearly, whereas Ethereum has only really seen a 15% move. So it's still lacking around 4% behind Bitcoin. So it's still quite undervalued compared to Bitcoin. And we can see once we break out of this range, next targets are 2.7k. So I think Ethereum is still quite a good spot buy, still at a reasonable price, even to its highs next at around 4.4k. You're looking at nearly 100% profit. So still quite a good buy. Now back to Bitcoin, the main supply area that we have is this red zone. We We haven't talked about it for a while because Bitcoin was nowhere near it. However, now it has started to really come back up. So this is going to be the main area we're going to need to break. Obviously, we have the high at 74,000. However, this area you can see is where we usually get most of the sell orders from. Apart from these little spikes above where there's a bit of market manipulation, this is usually the area where most of the selling orders are coming in. So if we're able to break past this area and actually turn it into a demand zone where we have buying orders coming in, then we're going to look very, very strong to head to 80,000, 90,000, even $100,000 for Bitcoin. I do think that's still slightly out of stretch for our time horizon right now, but nevertheless, I think during the election, if Trump is able to win, I think that will be a major catalyst as well, because Trump is very pro Bitcoin, very pro crypto. He made a Bitcoin transaction yesterday, so I think that will be a major catalyst to help drive Bitcoin even further. Now, if you do want more analysis and to get all my trades, then make sure to check out the Discord down below. We're sending out trades every single day there. If you also need a place to trade Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, make sure to check out the exchange links down below. Thank you all for watching, like and subscribe, and I will see you all tomorrow. Goodbye, guys.